All right, so part two to the self-love update dating situation. So I would make pretty bad decisions about whom I date, and it was a direct reflection of what I thought about myself and what I thought I was worth. So once you start raising your value, increasing your value, and getting together the characteristics and getting your morals together, and it's desirable for somebody to want to date you, you can't just date anybody and accept any kind of treatment. Basically, you now have something to offer, so you now can be a little more demanding based on the level of what you can provide. So you know the old saying, you can't require what you can't even reciprocate. So I require the basics. I don't ask anybody anything ridiculous. You don't know how to communicate? Be honest. Have common sense. Like, I do not require anything that's just like you can't do it, except for the fact that I don't want to date anybody who has children or who has children younger than my youngest and who wants more children. I just can't do it because that's not what I want for my life and my future. It doesn't line up with that. Pets, can't do it. Don't want it in my life and around me. Like, that's just something I don't want. One of the guys that I dated had a pet, a dog, a big dog in the house. It's just a little smell. You just smell pets, especially when you take them outside and walk them every day, a couple of times a day. They're going to get smells they're going to get a smell like an outside smell. Can't stand the smell. There's a little hint of, I just can't. And dogs like to rub on your face and lick you in the face if they can. Even if you're not just there just letting them do it, they just like get a sneak in, you know how they do with their little nose, like almost like a sneeze, spit out, can't breathe, whatever it is they do, they know whatever it is that they do with their nose. So you get all this on your face and your clothes, and I'm very affectionate. I'm very touchy-feely, and if I want to just come up behind you and kiss you and just lick your face or whatever, I gotta be licking behind a fucking dog. Like, I can't. I just don't want to. It's just not my desire. Sorry, it's just not my desire. It just doesn't, no. And by the time my youngest would be 18, I would have been a mother for about 29 years straight with no break. Full-time parent, 29 years straight, no break. Why would I want to take care of anybody else's kids younger than mine when I have plans that don't involve having to be tied down legally by a child or responsible legally for a child? I don't want to be around pets. I don't want to be around plants. I don't want to eat real plants. Like, seriously, I don't want to eat live plants in my house to even take care of. Like, I do not want to be responsible. I want to go away for 6, 7, 8 months and then come back home when I feel like it. Like, literally, if I even come back. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. I do plan to move out the country, waiting on my last one to turn 18 so I can be gone and don't have to be in the US. So it's just things that I want for my life and for my future, that they kind of have to line up with that. It has to make sense, and you have to be fair to other people and let people know these things up front so they can be like, oh yeah, I don't want that. That's not what I'm signing up for. Maybe I want another kid. I can't have you going out the state in a couple of years, and I can't go out because my kid is younger than yours, so I'm gonna be ready. Like, it's not fair. You let these people know this up front, and you hold out for somebody that's compatible with where you are in your life at that moment. So I've been doing very well with asking the necessary questions up front in the dating, allowing people to show me their character, and in relationships, giving people the answers. I'm the easiest person to date because I give you all the answers. There's no way you can mess up and don't know you're messing up, because for the obvious stuff, cheating, abuse, things like that, one time, done. But if it's something that I'm a new person and you don't know specifically what I like and what I don't like, when you do something or say something or act the way that I don't approve of, I'll say, hey, I don't like that. That's not gonna work for me. It's a turn off. It's not helping me be more attracted to you, or helping us have a tighter bond. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'll tell you why I don't like it and why it doesn't work for a relationship, a long-term relationship with me. So I give you the answers. I put you in a situation to win. Where people have been messing up is they'll take this information. I'll make sure they understood what I said and why I said it, and that they comprehend. And they do the same thing again. So I take you doing it again after I explain to you that I don't like it, how it makes me feel, and you claim you comprehend what I said, as screw you. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about doing what it takes to make you want to be here, desire to be here, feel comfortable here. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. That's fine. I'm not dramatic at all like I used to be years ago. I politely bow out of the relationship. I said what I had to say one time. We had an explanation you didn't know, so I granted you the information that you needed so you can be successful in this relationship and it can last, and I don't cut you off, and you still chose to do what you want to do anyway. So that's what I call successful dating. Not sweeping any red flags under the rug. As soon as I see an issue, I address it right away. I don't want to give you time to be like, what you mean? When I did that 3 months ago, I don't remember. No, we're going to address it as soon as I see that it's a problem. You're an adult, I'm an adult. We're going to talk like adults at that moment. If it's appropriate environment to talk, yeah, definitely I'm going to address it as soon as it's a problem and see how you handle it. If you care to handle it, do you see if it's a problem or what? What I do notice with dating, that once you get a sense of mental clarity, mental stability, let go of excess baggage, not selfish, ready to be completely transparent, not a liar, not a cheater in a relationship, it's hard to find that in other people. So if you find somebody who's really close to that and they're open to go to therapy to, fix the last little bit of stuff and deal with the last little bit of stuff that, a small percentage of stuff that's wrong, that won't allow you to have a long-lasting, healthy relationship, if they're open to that, sit in therapy with them through the dating phase while you're still dating. And sit in therapy with them if they allow you, so you can help them maintain whatever they're trying to work on in between therapy sessions. And if you guys happen to get into a relationship because you saw that the problem's getting solved or whatever, you may just have a good mate. But it's come to that where people need therapy or self therapy. They need to do some kind of healing, some kind of discovery, something. But it's definitely needed if you're going to be out here dating. Do not be at a place where you're lonely and you need somebody to validate you and you need a relationship or something like that. You're not there yet. You're not mentally stable enough yet to date, because if you feel that way, you're going to rush. You're going to rush into get into something that may not serve you. You're going to rush to get into something that's going to end eventually because of the things that you're overseeing. You're settling on. Just don't settle for what you don't want, but don't be unrealistic in your requirements. Like, oh, he has to be this tall and he has to make this much money. It does not matter when you're on your deathbed. Somebody needs to wipe your ass and take care of you, and handle, finances, the household and everything down. It does not matter. So the stuff that really, really matters, that's the stuff that needs to be on the top of your list. So I want a guy who's taller than me, but sometimes it may not work out like that. He might have to be 5'8" and I'm 5'9", you know what I'm saying? But it's not on the top of my list because it's not a requirement to have a long-lasting, happy relationship. The stuff that's required for us to continuously grow, bond tighter, evolve, and grow together is what's on top of my list. So I be looking for these things early on in the dating phase, early on in the relationship, and you won't be able to see everything up front because we're not psychic and we're not always put in every situation in life so we can see how that person's going to perform right away. Stuff happens and you see a new side of them because they've never been tested like this before, the whole relationship, and all of a sudden something's testing them and you get to really see who they are and how they're going to respond and their real character come out. So just be able to politely walk away from that without fussing, without arguing, without painting a pretty picture, without going back and forth with them about what they should be. See it for what it is and just walk away, let it go. That's okay, that's fine. I don't care how many years I was in this. This is not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted to sign up for. I'm mentally stable to be like, okay, realistically, I want a long-term, healthy relationship, and this is not it. I'm not gonna get it here. You got to be mentally stable enough to get into something. If it don't work out, walk away without tearing some stuff up like I used to. All right, guys, that's it. This is the updated self-love thing. I hope this was helpful to you. This is where I am at right now. But any questions, concerns, I'm about to get back on this YouTube thing. I'm about to have my setup ready because I just moved again to another state. So be looking forward to YouTube videos. And that's it. Oh, and check the link box below, in the description box below. I think I got something there for you guys. Love some.